Spartacus. His name echoes through history, a symbol of defiance against tyranny. Yet the early life of this legendary Thracian remains shrouded in mystery. We know he was born around 111 BC, likely in Thrace, a region known for its fierce warriors. Thrace, a land of rugged terrain and resilient people, was a place where strength and survival were paramount. Some historians believe Spartacus might have served in the Roman army before his enslavement. This theory is supported by his strategic acumen and understanding of Roman military tactics. This theory stems from his apparent knowledge of Roman military tactics, which would prove crucial in his later rebellion. His ability to lead and organize a formidable resistance suggests a background in military training. However, concrete evidence remains elusive. The details of his early life are sparse, leaving much to speculation and legend. What we know for sure is that Spartacus's life took a drastic turn when he was captured and sold into slavery. This moment marked the beginning of a new harsh chapter in his life. This cruel twist of fate would ultimately set him on the path to becoming a gladiator, and eventually a symbol of resistance against the mighty Roman Republic. His journey from a slave to a gladiator and then to a leader of a massive slave uprising is a testament to his indomitable spirit and unyielding quest for freedom. Stripped of his freedom, Spartacus found himself thrust into the brutal world of gladiatorial combat. He was sent to Capua, a city renowned for its gladiatorial school. These schools were harsh and unforgiving, designed to transform men into living weapons. Spartacus, however, was no ordinary slave. His strength, intelligence, and natural leadership qualities quickly set him apart. He excelled in his training, mastering the art of swordsmanship and hand-to-hand combat. He learned to fight with a variety of weapons and became skilled in different gladiatorial styles. His victories in the arena earned him both fame and the respect of his fellow gladiators. Unbeknownst to his captors, this growing admiration would sow the seeds of a rebellion that would shake the very foundations of the Roman Republic. The year was 73 BC. Spartacus, along with around 70 other gladiators, dared to dream of freedom. They hatched a daring plan to escape the gladiatorial school in Capua. Using kitchen utensils as makeshift weapons, they overpowered their guards and broke free from their prison. Their escape was a desperate gamble, a fight for survival against all odds. Armed with stolen weapons and driven by a thirst for freedom, Spartacus and his fellow escapees sought refuge on the slopes of Mount Vesuvius. This event, though seemingly insignificant in the grand scheme of the Roman Republic, would ignite a firestorm of rebellion that would engulf the Italian peninsula. The escape from Capua marked the beginning of the Third Servile War, the largest slave revolt ever faced by Rome. Section 4. A Sword Against the Giant, Spartacus's victorious campaign. As Spartacus and his band of rebels grew in number, so did their victories. Each battle they won bolstered their confidence and attracted more followers. Their initial success against local Roman forces attracted thousands of desperate slaves to their cause. Shepherds, farmers, and laborers, all yearning for freedom, flocked to join Spartacus's ranks. The movement quickly grew into a formidable force, united by a common desire for liberation. Spartacus proved to be a brilliant military strategist. His ability to outthink and outmaneuver the Roman commanders was nothing short of extraordinary. He understood the importance of discipline and training, transforming his ragtag army of former slaves into a formidable fighting force. Rigorous drills and strategic planning became the backbone of their operations. He employed guerrilla tactics, using his knowledge of the Italian terrain to his advantage. His forces could strike swiftly and disappear into the rugged landscape, frustrating the Roman legions. He led his army to victory against several Roman legions, humiliating the Roman army and striking fear into the hearts of slave owners across the Republic. Each victory was a testament to their growing strength and resolve. His victories were not merely military triumphs, they were symbolic victories, demonstrating the vulnerability of the mighty Roman war machine. These triumphs inspired hope among the oppressed and sent a powerful message across the ancient world. Section 5. The Shadow of Crassus. A new threat emerges. Alarmed by the growing scale of the rebellion, the Roman Senate turned to Marcus Licinius Crassus, one of Rome's wealthiest and most ambitious men. Crassus, eager for military glory, assembled a new army determined to crush Spartacus and his rebellious slaves. Crassus, unlike his predecessors, understood the gravity of the situation. He employed harsh discipline within his legions, reviving the practice of decimation to quell mutiny and instill fear. His strategies, though brutal, proved effective in containing Spartacus's forces. The arrival of Crassus marked a turning point in the war. While Spartacus had proven himself a master tactician, he now faced an opponent with superior resources and an unyielding resolve to crush the rebellion. Section 6. The Final Stand. A Battle for the Ages. Trapped by Crassus's legions, Spartacus and his army made their final stand near the Sila River. The air was thick with tension, the ground trembling under the weight of thousands of soldiers ready to clash. The stakes had never been higher, and both sides knew that this battle would be decisive. The Battle of the Sila River was a clash of titans, a desperate fight for survival against overwhelming odds. The sound of metal clashing and the cries of warriors filled the air, creating a symphony of chaos and valor. Each side fought with a ferocity that could only come from a deep-seated belief in their cause. Spartacus, in a final act of defiance, is said to have slain his own horse, declaring that he would either ride to victory or die fighting for the freedom he had so valiantly sought. This symbolic gesture was meant to inspire his men, showing them that retreat was not an option. The rebels fought with the courage of lions, but the Roman legions, driven by Crassus's iron will, proved too strong. The disciplined ranks of the Roman soldiers slowly but surely overwhelmed the rebel forces, pushing them back inch by inch. The rebellion was crushed, and Spartacus, the gladiator who had dared to challenge the might of Rome, met his end on the blood-soaked battlefield. His dream of freedom was extinguished, but his legacy would live on. His body was never found, adding to the legend of the warrior who fought for freedom until his last breath. The mystery surrounding his final resting place only fueled the myth of Spartacus, the gladiator who became a symbol of resistance and courage. Section 7. The Undying Spirit. Spartacus in History and Culture. Despite his defeat, Spartacus's legacy lived on, inspiring hope and rebellion for centuries to come. His name became synonymous with the fight against oppression, a symbol of courage and defiance against insurmountable odds. Throughout history, Spartacus's story has been told and retold, each generation reinterpreting his struggle through its own lens. From literature and art to film and television, his image has been used to represent the fight for freedom and equality. Although the Third Servile War ultimately ended in defeat, Spartacus's rebellion left an indelible mark on Roman society, exposing the inherent flaws within the system of slavery and reminding the world that even the most powerful empires can be challenged by the human spirit's unyielding desire for freedom.